Hey riders, I'm back. Hopefully everyone made it. Okay folks, Colin here, Inside Cycling World. We're back again. This time we're doing the men's events. Sorry, I got my MyWhoosh pass open right now, but if you don't have it, go pick it up folks. Dirt cheap. Basically an expensive coffee that you shouldn't have bought. I like the $2 coffee. That's kind of my thing. Reading lots of messages coming here folks. Ooh, it's super busy here at home. The wind is kicking up. I just told Joey Jojo, the wife, I said, that fire is getting started soon. The wind's howling. Temperature's dropping as we speak. I got to keep this place warm. Oh, it's minus 16 Celsius now. So I woke up at minus 10. The temperature's dropping all day long. Let me just jump in here, folks. H1 saying, loving the commentary. Thank you so much, dude. I love doing this stuff. I love esports. I love virtual cycling. I don't even ride outside anymore. Sai's here. Sai, you know what I gotta say, man? I've been saying your name wrong for so long. I heard you say it one day on the last podcast. Bradley. It is not Bradley. It's Bradley. I've been saying Bradley the whole time. That E is so easy to miss. Hugh Ioannis is here. This dude, I love this guy. He raced in Echelon. Joe's Guitar Shop. Breakaway on this course. Okay, guys, let me just jump in. I'm not even in there right now. Let's get back in there. Go to the events. Let's see what we got. Masters. Guys, what am I watching? I don't even know what I should be watching here. 45 to 54s? 17. I see 17 riders there. Okay, that's good to know. That's the one way I'm going to have to try to figure this out here. We got 19 riders here. 55 plus. Okay, that's Sunday Race Club, I believe. Ooh, what do you guys think I should do? We've only got 2 minutes to go, folks. 17 here, 45 to 54. Okay, so this class here is 45 to 49 and 50-54. It says right in front of your eyes, Colin. Have a read. Okay, we could do that. They're doing 3 laps. I just want to have one quick look here, if you guys don't mind. These guys are doing 3 laps. Men 45. Okay, no, it's showing the same thing here. It's this one. 19 riders here, 55 plus. So it's 55 to 64 and 65 plus. I think we should be doing the first one. H1 represented by Neil Fry. Ooh, Neil Fryett. I know that name. Mason Roca and Andre Mateus. Sai says, don't worry, you and 99% of people say it differently. I answered almost anything. Yeah, there we go, right? Simon James, great commentary, and enjoy all the tangents going on. Dude, that's what it's all about. I've been doing this for so long now, and I just kind of do it my own style. Am I doing it the right way? I don't know, but this is how I've been doing it. Guys, I'm going to jump into this one first. Let's go in here. Sorry, I've been messing around. We've only got a minute to go. 25 riders. That's what we want. I want to cover the biggest group possible. And then be able to bounce over to the other one. Okay, so I'm going to shut that. That'll distract me. Usually I use my secondary laptop for YouTube chat, but today it's working pretty good because I'm not riding. Okay, folks, here we go. So remember, all the different jerseys, the red, the blue, I think Sai had to set all this up first, so thank you, Sai Bradley. Hey, and Sai too, I think it was your daughter's birthday. Isn't she 18? Yeah, I think it was her birthday. Saw that on Facebook. So happy birthday to her. There he is, Dave Garge. So guys, I've met so many of these people here. I think I've seen Bo before. I'll tell you who I know for sure. Adam Carr I've seen. Eric Hill. Okay. Dave Garguillo here. If you know him, you just call him Dave Garge. He's from New York City. Brent Sensenig. Hey, Brent. I thought Brent wasn't racing. Maybe he is. Maybe he just pulled it out. I thought he was feeling a little bit sick. If he's here, that's great to see him. David Thompson. This is the dude that was in the Channel 4. Oh, did I just see Joseph Miller? Joseph, a.k.a. JJ Miller. He fooled me one day on the in one of the Echelon racing. I'm like, who? Joseph? Because he said, he goes, oh, I won a race. I think he won race 2. Might have been, I think that was Alcatraz AWOL. He won one of them, and I'm like, dude, I don't know who you are. I don't see JJ. He goes, Joseph. I'm like, I got you, dude. So we're all good there. So guys, I'm Colin. This is Inside Cycling World. I decided to go with the second stream only because I didn't want to talk for a half hour. It let me go check up on Joey. Super J is in the mix. This dude here. Where is he? Jamel. Jamel here. Jamel Aliyah L. Super J is what I called him. The entire Echelon race series. I forget where he finished up. Let's bounce back. Let's have a little look around here, folks. A little look around. Nice big group here. So we should only see 2 color jerseys. Does that make sense? Yeah, red and blues, folks. 2 age categories here. I've already forgotten what they are. Remember how I said a good memory? I did say that. I was lying. No, I'm not. Oh, this is going to be just a brutal race. Brutal, brutal, brutal. They're already stretching it out, folks. Already stretching it out. Wow. Look at these guys go. So we do have 25 riders here, I believe. Here's Brent. Get in there, Brent. Now, last time I talked to Brent, he was feeling under the weather. Jeff DeGuide, I've seen this guy so many times. Eric Hill here, 7.4 watts per kilo. Here's Colin. I've seen this guy before too, Colin Ream. I was going to say, wow, there's so many Americans here. That makes sense. Travis Brunn off the back. So we got 22 riders on course. Not sure if Travis just had a disconnect, a little bit of a mechanical there. We'll keep an eye on Travis, see if he can make it back. Look, he's a minute back right now, so it's going to be really tough to do. Greg Abbott, Jason Drummond, Dave Garguillo, David Weinstein, Super J, Jason Drummond, Andrea Mateus. Okay, H1, I think this is your buddy here. Pretty sure. This guy here, yep. Memory, folks. Memory kicking in right here. H1, Altius Immigration Law High. H1, represented by Neil Friat, Mason Roca, and Andre Mateus. So Andre's in this race. Okay, she was 19, and Cy had a birthday last week. Happy birthday, Mr. Bradley. It's locked in now, Cy. Sorry, it's just, when I see your name, I miss that E. So we're all good, though. Let's see how the combined categories go. So I've seen Hugh Ioannis racing before. We got Bugatti here. Check on Martin Coffey. He's a hitter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is. Will you be covering 45-54? Yeah, I will probably be jumping in there. I just picked this one because I saw more riders at the time. So what I can probably do... What do you guys think I should do? So my gut tells me stick with these guys, jump to the other group who's going to finish probably just behind them. But I don't know. I don't know if I should even say that, because some of those like guys that are 45 plus are still absolute beasts. So definitely want to jump in with those guys too. If the YouTube channel was dominating, if I had some support, call me, folks. I could probably have 2 versions of MyWhoosh running at the same time. Do some commentary somehow on one. What I've done a lot in the past, before I actually stream, guys, I live way out in the boonies here. I had to upload my videos after the fact. I couldn't stream. It was impossible. Thank you, Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, he provided me with Starlink. So it works. It's not always perfect, but before my upload speed was 1 meg per second. So what I would do is I would just be like doing this without anyone here. But I would do a live commentary just like this, and I would spend 6 hours later uploading it. 6 hours of uploading time afterwards. And that seemed to work for a long time, but I love the live stream. I love the interaction. I love meeting the riders. Great group here, folks. Great group here. I think, actually, we've got a couple riders. We got Colin Ream and Jeff DeGuide are out the back right now. I think I've seen Jeff DeGuide. It was either at Echelon or maybe some of the OTR events I've seen him at. I'm thinking it's Echelon. That's where I've first seen him, I think. Great events. And dude, I can't say enough about Echelon. You know, the support of disabled veterans. I'm all about that. I'm not even an American, guys. I'm Canadian. So I'm kind of American. We're so similar. Like, realistically, we are. We all like to say, oh, I'm not. We are. Especially if you were to go to, like, the northern states. They're virtually like Canadians. Just saying. And some people may say, no, we're not. Yeah, you are. We sound the same. We talk the same. Lots of farmers. Lots of ranching. Lots of oil and gas in all those northern states. Not all of them, but, you know, across the middle, Montana, the Dakotas, Wyoming. That's oil and gas country right there, folks. Oil and gas, what is that? I think that's the Horn River Basin. Little geo talk there for you, folks, from my previous career. Okay, let's just take a little look at the names here. Eric Hill, Bo, Greg Abbott, Dave Garguillo. So we've got 3 riders out the back. We've got 2 riding together. That'll be Colin and Jeff DeGuide. And it looks like Travis is on a solo quest today, folks. He's fine with it. He's here at the Nationals, folks. That's what counts. He's here. Travis Brun. We're going to keep bouncing back. We'll check in on him once in a while. Dave Weinstein here. Probably give me a good chance to go into the chat, folks. Nice group here. Everyone's getting some really good draft. Oh, yeah, this is busy. So, yeah, I guess Marty Coffey's here somewhere. I haven't seen him yet. Need a peek at the 45 to 54. That's BJ Basham saying that. Hugh Ioannis. Brian Kelly is in blue, so 45 to 55-year-old. Okay. Yeah, you know what, guys? I got to see which class I'm actually covering here. Robert Morton's asking, will you be doing 65 plus, or do you know if anyone else... Guys, I think it was kind of all just thrown on me to do this stuff. The main broadcast is doing the elites tomorrow, so don't forget to catch that too. I know I'll be watching it. So throughout Echelon, I did the B and C stuff. Men's, ladies, whatever I could cover on those days. I did it for 6 weeks straight. 6 weeks straight with a break. There was a 5-week thing and then the season finale. And then Eric Hill reached out to me and said, hey, Colin, do you want to do the Nationals? Same stuff. The Elite's covered by, I think the Elite is covered by Full Speed Events, I think so. I think that was Emma and Brad doing that. So don't forget to watch them tomorrow. Like, guys, it's the Elite guys. Although for me, I'm community, folks. I'm all about community. Michael Swartz, so strange to have UAE flag. Well, we're over in Hudariat right now. We're in the Hudariat Dust Route. Super tough route. Katie's here. Tim Leonardo. At the doctor with Nella. Okay, someone's got a fever. Oh, he's talking to Katie Bennett. I don't know Katie. Guys, so cool meeting all these new people here. Joe Foster wants saying 60 to 64. Dude, I'll do my best. I'll try to jump in afterwards. It is a big group, Kyle. It is a big group. Let me just jump right back in, folks. Great racing here. Great graphics, folks. Great camera control here, if I do say so myself. That all goes to MyWhoosh and Cy Bradley for giving me the controls, because I didn't know what they were for a while. I'm like, why aren't this working? So when I'm watching, I'm actually using the numeric keypad to spin the camera. So all this camera spinning, this is me doing this, guys. Probably making you seasick here. I guess you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm watching the same thing you are. Let me look. 19 in our front group. 2 riders together. Actually, they're separated. Colin, yeah, I did see before. I thought Colin got away from Jeff. And then we got Travis. So let me have a look here. Yeah, Travis is a little ways back behind Jeff. Well, a good chunk back at this point, 900 meters. We're 300 meters between Jeff and Colin. Then we're off to the front group. I imagine this will be a bit of a race of attrition, a war of attrition, folks. With all these rollers, this group of 19, we're going to see one dude drop here. Ooh, the tough part's coming up, folks. This little dip in the road, almost minus 15% gradient. And you got to come out the other side. 10:30 in the morning, and I'm on the Dr. Pepper, folks. That's how I roll around here. Had the coffee at 4 a.m. Yes, I was up at 4 a.m. That's usually my usual day. I like to get up super early, get things done, get my bike ride in. I got nowhere to go these days, folks. It's been that way for a while, and I hate it, but the cycling, the race commentary is what keeps me going. I had never thought I'd be in this position where I'd be stuck at home, but here I am. Here we go. Minus 14.7% is the peak. Let's see what it hits on the way out. I got to think it's close to the same. Let's have a little look here. We're looking 13. So only 13% on the way out, folks. That's nothing. Cakewalk. This is where the attacks are going off, and they're doing it right now, folks. They're doing it right now. 10 watts a kilo, Scott Catanzaro at the front. Guys, we got separation already. Look at this. We have separation already. 3 riders off the front. It'll be a very, very small gap. But the riders on the back are attentive. Just the guys way at the back. That's the danger zone back there. That is the danger zone. Looks like they're doing okay. 2 riders bridging across now. The rest of the group's coming up. There is some gaps further back. What I'm going to do is bounce back to about 11th, 12th place. You can see it happening here. It's happening, folks. Now, like I said earlier, I think these rollers will actually help some riders. But yeah, the gaps are happening. These guys got no draft now. We're on Dave Guards right now with Jeremy Belcher. Jeremy and Dave here together. Then we got Eric Mitchell. These guys need to kind of like, I don't know, how do you handle this? All these guys that are kind of scattered, just let off the gas for half a second and let some of these guys come back to help you. Both these categories can help each other. Dave Thompson here, Super J, and Bo. Brent Sensenig and Jason Drummond are in 18th and 19th. Brent did tell me, he said, hey man, I'm not even racing because whatever, but here he is, folks. Brent Sensenig at the USA Esports National Championships, folks. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing to say, I think. I would love to say I could do that. I just stick to the commentary, folks, and ride as much as I possibly can, which is not enough right now. So we got a group of 2, followed up with another duo, Super J and Bo. 2 seconds ahead. Oh, wrong way with the camera here, folks. We got David Thompson. I think David was in the YouTube live stream chat before. We got David Thompson and Eric Mitchell. Like, yeah, if we could get like 3 or 4 of these groups together, they'd have so much more firepower, but it's just not working out that way. Yeah, we've got 4 groups of 2 here. That tells me there's only 11 riders left in that front group. Here we are, folks, 11 riders left in that front group. I can do simple math, believe it or not. Did you know, as a geologist, I took 6 university-level math courses? I actually did. You know, a lot of people will say, oh yeah, rocks for jocks, eh? That's what we call it over here in North America, rocks for jocks, which is an actual, it's not an actual course, but it's kind of, it's a science course for non-science types. So it's really light geology. It's not Geology 201. It's just a science credit. But people always think, oh yeah, rocks for jocks. No, dude. I took a full year of university calculus. I took a full year of university chem, full year of university physics. And I just found the math classes the easiest ones to fit into my schedule. So I was taking math classes as options. I couldn't make the easy classes fit. I think I did a religious studies class. I don't know why. I did a classical studies. All the stuff that was just reading. I had to avoid labs because geology, there's a lot of labs. Like first year, we got some boys pushing hard at the front, folks. Again, pushing hard at the front. 2 riders here in the blue jerseys, JJ Miller, folks, and John Brune. Okay, let's just dial it back, folks. There's another Brune in this field. Did anyone else pay attention to that? Maybe some of you know, but I just saw it with these old eyes of mine, folks. The rider at the back right now, his last name is Brune. Brun? Maybe it's Braun. Scott Catanzaro coming up. Eric Hill flying up here. Nice job. Ooh, Scott pushing hard again here now too. These guys are absolutely obliterating the field behind them right now. Oh, 5 riders at the front. We got these 5 here. We can see the gap right now. Let's see this gap, folks. 1 rider off the front, a group of 4. Others are just hanging on here. They are coming back though. 2 red jerseys and a blue jersey. A couple more dudes. So we got Adam Carr coming up. Brad Greenberg. Andre Mateus. Yes, we know that name. David Weinstein. Jason Mount. And it looks like, Greg Abbott here. That's our front 11, and they're split. They are split, folks. Coming around the, man, we are flying here. We're just starting lap 2 now. We're coming out of the little cul-de-sac turnaround, as I like to call it. You're going to see other riders going in, riders that have just fallen out of the front group. So yeah, our 11 have been split. Looks like they're coming back together up front. No one is giving them any, they're not giving them any leeway. They are not letting them breathe or catch their breath. Greg's trying to battle his way back on. I think Jason said no mass. No mass. He doesn't want any part of that now. That's enough for him right now. He'll regroup with some dudes from behind here and continue the sprint with them later. Bouncing up to Greg. Oh, Greg, dude. Come on, bro. If only they'd give you like 1 second. Come on, Greg. Come on, buddy. I'm on your side here. I'm on your side. 7 watts a kilo, Greg digging up the hill. But the other guys up front, man. Look at this. Look at John here. Almost 8 watts a kilo. Attacking over the top again. John wants this, man. Now, this gives me a second. We got 10 in our front group. 9 in our front group. We got 1 chasing. Who was chasing there? Is it Greg? Yeah, Greg. Ooh, I think Brad's out the back too. I just want to see quickly, and I know, guys, you want to see the action here? Different spelling. Okay, my apologies. I saw Travis Brunn, and then the other one's got an H in there. Okay, so I was just thinking, father, son, something like that. And who knows? Maybe the one just spelt their name wrong. Either way, a Brunn and a Brunn, not names you see very often. So what do we got left in the front here? We got Eric Hill, Andre Mateus, Scott, John Brunn, David Weinstein, JJ Miller, Brad Greenberg. Brad was just the second off the back there, so he's back in. Adam Carr, Michael Brown. So, got a group of 9 at the front. Going to jump in the chat for a second here, guys. Maybe catch some info I can learn. Yeah. Thanks for all the comments, guys. This is awesome. Is DT still? No, I think David Thompson is out of the front group. Okay, so that was from a little while ago. Brian Duffy Jr., Catman about to unleash El Gato. I love the El Gato. Carr is very strong. Okay. Someone saying KB, that's Katie again. And they respond. Oh, so it's Alana Brady saying KB, saying hi to Katie Bennett, and Katie Bennett saying the same thing back. So weird how we called BK Bryant, not Bryant Bryant. Okay, was that me? Yeah, I don't know. Missed that comment. People are chatting with each other here. Can you show 55 plus? I'm going to try to here. JJ hanging tough. Yeah, JJ. JJ's super strong. I saw him race over at Echelon. So awesome. I really should. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think I should jump over to the 55 plus? What do you guys think? Are you guys okay if I back out of the menu and jump in there? I think we should. We're barely halfway through this race. It's just me. This is like a group of friends hanging out together. We don't need some fancy transitions and stuff like that. And I know a lot of you know all those riders over there. Bugatti saying 55 plus. Let's go, dude. I like the enthusiasm there. And Virtual Velo saying no. Stay. Brenda's saying stay here. 45 plus. Okay, guys, I guess we're going to stay here for a little bit longer. Why don't we just let it see how it evolves? I really do want to see all of them, guys. Again, if I had the resources and support, I could probably do more. But right now, this is just the way it is. This is how I've always done it. Every time, it's kind of a bit of a learning process to me. Hey, look at that. Flow Bikes. I just noticed that. Is that new? That's the first time I've seen a Flow Bikes banner in the world. And I know the banners get updated quite a bit on here. They always update with the seasons. I think we're on the lunar stuff right now. A while back, it must have been a celebration over here in UAE. I didn't know what it was. I forget what it was. It had a year, something and a year. I think we had our Christmas stuff. 9 riders up front here, folks. Okay, I'm going to look again. Go with your gut, Colin. Brenda's saying stay. Thanks, Brenda. Appreciate it. I do my best. I'm a geologist by... Ooh, I love the attacks by Scott here. Over 10 watts a kilo, guys. I'm not a professional commentator. I'm a geologist by trade. Oil and gas is my name of my game. What I got from oil and gas is, well, I learned how to do a lot of research. You gotta have half a brain in your head. But what I learned how to do was sell and talk. And I never really thought about it till later. You're kind of constantly selling. This is oil and gas. This is what you do. Okay, we got a gap here. 2 riders at the front. Small gap back to Eric Hill. 1 second back here, folks. Let me spin this. Ooh, sorry, guys. The helicopter's flying right through those bushes there. Got a quick trim job done. Small gap. They're going to bring it back here. They should anyways. They're all going to be working together. Here's Andre Mateus too. Coming back. He's leading the charge back. Okay, leading the charge back here. Ooh. There they go. Yeah, they're going to bring it all back, folks. It's way too early. I think this group is going to stick together for quite a ways now. I think they've shuttered out some people that just couldn't hang with the pace. You know, like I always like to say, they were too busy changing their music on their phone. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm kind of done with the AC/DC right now, and I need to ramp it up. Let's get some Megadeth going, folks. That's what I always do. Just saw the 6-wheel truck over on the left-hand side of the road. I don't know if you saw it. Check out the houseboats out in the water there. I'm always looking at things way over on the side. And if you see me doing this a lot, because for some reason my little pea brain here tells me if I kind of lean over, I can kind of see around the corner. Like I'm going to do this right now. Maybe I can see up around. I don't know why I do that. Just my brain says, yeah, just do a bit of a lean and you'll see. Got our riders back together here, folks. Super strong group here. 9 riders in the group. Oh my. Oh my. Scott going off. Scott's already put in a couple of really big attacks. Really big attacks. John reaction. He reacted before too. John reacted to Scott last time too. Let's see what the rest behind do. Back to Eric Hill. Dave Weinstein. I think there's a little bit of hesitation here. Just a little bit. No one wants to make the jump after them. Scott is now out by himself. John is very close. The rest behind are riding 5.5 watts a kilo. These guys are riding 7 and 8. It's a very small gap. Very small gap. Will this pay off? We're just at the halfway point now, folks. Just at the halfway point. But that's a good little chunk of distance in between them. Scott still hammering over 5 watts a kilo. John just catching a quick breather. He did have to work pretty hard to get back on. In the field behind us, we've got a group just kind of hanging out at 4 watts a kilo here. 3 watts a kilo, 2 in the group. No one's decided to go for it yet. I think these guys are all just, you know, playing some very cool-handed poker here. Just eyeballing each other. We've got 3 red jerseys back here, 4 blues. And actually, that means I need to check something here. Up front, we got 2 blues. So the race for red is back there. They're good. The race for red stay back there. But there's 4 blue jerseys back here that need to start thinking about what's going on out front. What is going on out front, folks? I'm going to spin my camera here. Ooh, that camera just went kind of crazy on me. Oh, that was my fault. Kind of using the camera the wrong way there. I'm trying to actually see them ahead. You can't really get away from each other. You can kind of see each other all the time. There they are, down below us. I just saw them, folks. I just saw them. If I go back to John Brun here, he'll be going around the other corner. We're coming to that really big little, let's call it a trench in the middle of the road, of the profile. I think I kind of had the camera just swirling out of control there. Yeah, like they could be on that other road there. If you just look from either side, these series of S's here. I do want to try to see them again for you guys. How far back are they? Okay, can't see them. David Weinstein here. Oh, okay. I can see which bend we're on here now. So the guys up front will be dropping down pretty soon into that low. Let's have a look. Do a little zoom in here on Scott. Scott looking really strong here. I think Scott's put in a couple of the biggest attacks of this race so far that I've seen. Haven't seen it all, but... So I'm hoping... You know what I'll probably do, guys? Because I want to cover everyone. I don't even want to say that I think the guys in the older class are slower. I really don't want to say that because I know how strong some of those dudes are. But I think we'll probably stick here unless some executive powers come along and say, hey, Colin, you need to go to the other race. Look at the gap right now. So these guys are rolling at 2-3 watts per kilo. That group up front, those 2 up front, they've made the break, folks. They have made the break. They are gone. Another rider coming down the road here. Oh, almost a collision there. I don't know who that was. Scott and John going for it. Anyone in the chat know these dudes? Drop me some info about them. Stay please, Kate. Martin Coffey says he might try a breakaway if you give him some screen time in the 55 plus. I know, I want to go there. Scott is the reigning champ. So Scott Catanzaro is the reigning champion. Okay, thank you, Chris over at Virtual Velo Podcast. I will be listening again tonight. I'm just kind of getting caught up to speed on all of them. Oh yeah, Kyle. After listening to your intro last week, my new Muckers race soundtrack is Nickelback. Yeah, I know, dude. Dude, when you said that, I'm like, I went and listened. I'm like, it does. Joey just made that for me. Let's go, Jay. Okay, Brian Duffy here. Let's go next. Oh, next is a team, I believe. Yeah, next is a team. Actually, I think one of the Virtual Velo podcasts had an interview with the next team. Am I right about that, guys? Did I hear that in my sleep last night? I might have. Jean-Michel Lechance. Sounds like a Canadian dude to me. Definitely a Canadian dude. He's got to be. This course is brutal. Like, I would have done one lap of it on my recon. Like I said, I couldn't recon it yesterday because the world wasn't available. So Scott apparently is the reigning champ. I wish I knew more about a lot of these racers here. I will learn everything. I will know who they are. There's so many that have reached out to me. I think what we'll do is in this race, we'll go as far as we can, and then I'll probably jump to the other race and hope I can catch some of the action there too. Because right now, these two guys are gone. They got a 20-second gap. 20-second gap to those absolute beasts back there. And I think there was a lot of like jockeying going on there. They were all eyeballing each other. Now the three red guys, they're doing exactly what they need to do because they're all in the same age category. There were 4 blue riders here. Are they all still here? I think they are. 1, 2, 3. Yep, they're all here. All here, folks. Michael Brown, Adam Carr, Eric Hill, Andre Mateus. So these 4 blue riders here know they're battling for third place on the podium because first and second are way up the road unless something changes here, unless they start picking it up. They're going to have to start working together at some point here with a 20-second gap, 12 kilometers to go. What do you guys think? Will they be able to work together and pull it back? Okay, so Jean-Michel Lechance is cheering for Adam Carr. Okay, Elise Galagos. Hey, Elise. So good to see you. I know you commented in a couple of videos before during Echelon. Elise is an absolute hitter, guys. I've been watching tons of the ladies racing too. She's a beast. In the best way possible, Elise. I can say that. She's saying here, Brune is next team. Okay, got it. Lots of bumps. Chris is saying both guys up front from the next team. Okay, good. The podcast is with Greg Ebbett, who's in this race too. I was going to say, Greg is in this race. Yeah, so I downloaded a bunch of them. And actually, I think last night they were just kind of playing. I just listened on iTunes. So Elise Galagos is a total beast women's cyclist. And you know when I say that? Total beast cyclist all around, folks. Because I meet so many ladies who are so strong on the bike. That's what I love about cycling. On those hills, it's watt per kilos, right? You can be put in your place really quick. Scott is in Maryland. I think that's what it means. Great guy. I rode with him on the District Taco Racing Team in DC. That's from Lee Wright. Lee Wright saying, I think Brad is a former national champion as well. Okay, good to know. Scott and Jay are teammates. Catman is from DC. Time Trialing Machine. Jay lives in Atlanta. Okay. Go Brun. Yeah, that's one thing I always struggle with is the drafting. Like, I never really know how good the drafting is. Again, MyWhoosh, I need an indicator. I need it lights up green. I want to see like a power bar, like this is your best draft. You could color it like yellow, green, orange, red. Red being the best draft, yellow being medium draft. Maybe just an indicator somehow. All platforms do it differently. Love all the platforms, folks. I'm not like one platform type dude yet. I could be, and I have been. Okay, so these two are riding strong together. Still a 23-second gap here. So we got David Weinstein in third, And there's been some gaps, folks. Okay, sorry not to update you. Dave Weinstein is in third by himself right now. First red jersey rider here. And he's got quite a big gap over Andre Mateus here. In the blue jersey, Brad Greenberg is thinking, I got to get up there now. I got to find out how to bridge up there those 6 seconds because I'm wearing a red jersey too. I have to get up there. Here's Andre Mateus, JJ Miller in the blue. Adam Carr. Is Adam Carr a red jersey, dude? I think he's a red jersey. I think. So we got a lot of support for Adam Carr here. Okay, so still 9. Got 2 off the front. Got 1 by himself. Wow. So that means we got 6 riders in this group. Okay, here go the red jerseys reacting to each other now. Yes, let's go. Brad Greenberg digging in. Adam Carr here going for it now. They know now they got to catch up with Dave Weinstein. 7-second gap at this point, folks. Dave is on a little bit of a tear here. Let's have a little look back, see if we can see the riders. They're not that far. It's quite... There they are, folks. There they are. Just like one bend behind us. Dave is going to have to keep digging on every hill. He's going to have to hit it at 7-8 watts a kilo. Over and over and over. That's the only way he's probably going to stay away here. Scott at the front, still with John. This is going to be an incredible finish here, folks. Incredible finish. Check out Scott here. I just saw there's some other riders coming by right now. Remember, there's a lot of out and back on this. There's a cul-de-sac turnaround. We're on our 3rd lap here. There's a rider coming down the hill. Another red jersey rider here. Going. It looks like they're just having a little bit of a cruise now. Don't know who that was. By cruise, I mean probably blowing me out of the water at any second. I'm a solid 2.93 watts per kilo rider. That's what I do, folks. I'm just being honest. Maybe when I was good, maybe when I was better and in better shape, maybe I was 3.2, 3.3, like, over a good time. I'm not talking like over 30 seconds or anything. Like say for like an hour, 45 minutes. That's kind of what I'm capable of. Who cares about me? Let's move on, folks. We're here to see the legends. These 2 up front. Okay, so we're just over 8 kilometers to go here. No one is letting up here. This is for the USA Esports National Championship right here. Scott has won it before. Bouncing back, we got Dave Weinstein still riding solo for Dave here. He is going for first place in red jersey class. Sorry guys, I'm not really good with my age categorizations here. I kind of missed that that memo. So we got 2 different categories racing here is what I'm saying. He's going on the cobbly section here. He's pulled out the gap a little bit, and I see there's stuff going on beyond too. Adam Carr going for it now. He's like, I'm not letting first place just right away. I'm going to make Dave work for it. Eric Hill leading the charge behind. Great stuff. And then I think the 3rd red jersey, I think that's Greenberg. Yeah, that's Brad Greenberg. Just getting back on now. Just found himself sitting off the back. So Brad's going to have to think about how am I going to get up there now. He's got a 4-second gap to Adam. Probably hoping that these 4 blue jersey riders here can help bring him back up to Adam Carr. That's what I would kind of be thinking. Use them to get back up there. These 5 riders together should be able to get back to Adam, but who knows? He might be off on a tear too. Let's get up to Adam here. Up to Dave Weinstein. Great job here by Dave. I mean, he's just riding solo now. 4.5 watts a kilo all the way. Guys, we're talking like he's riding 300, 330 watts all the way here. Over 400 watts on every bump. Can we see Adam? We can see him. I can see Adam just in the distance here. Let's see if I can figure it. Yeah, there you can see him now coming up the hill behind us. You can just see him now on the left-hand side of the screen. He's coming. Apparently down to 6-7 seconds. There's going to be a little bit of a time, let's call it time dilation, folks. That sounds real snazzy, doesn't it? As we're doing the old one going up the hill, one coming down the hill, it'll separate out again. Adam Carr back out to 8-9 second lead here, folks. Let's get back to the front. I have to really pay attention sometimes because I get on these weird tangents, these weird offshoots that I like to go on, shredded. And I'll miss the finishers sometimes. I'll miss the winners. I've done it so many times. Not as much here, but other race events. I just get distracted and I start talking about donkeys and goats and stuff like that outside. Speaking of which, I've got all the animals bedded down. It's only getting colder. I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. It was minus 10 Celsius. It's now minus 16 Celsius. So it's getting colder throughout the day. Temperature's just dropping. Now it's minus 17 Celsius. It's snowing. So minus 17 Celsius is probably 1 Fahrenheit for my American friends. And it's only going to keep dropping all night. The snow might help. It won't get that cold. Let's just see. Overnight, looks like we're heading down to minus 27 Celsius, folks. And the warm-up tomorrow, let me check this out. The warm-up for Sunday, the high, minus 23. That's my life. Why do I live here? Because I have no option. Hey, 51st state in the USA, and I'm moving south. I hate to break it to you. That's what me and Joey Jojo talk about. It's like, yeah, fine. Make us the 50th state. We're moving south. I'm going to become your neighbor wherever you live down there in that glorious southwest part of the United States. Maybe I could actually head down to Texas and get a job. There's tons of geologists down there, but guess what? They won't hire me because I don't have a work thing. I look at all the time. I read the job descriptions. I'm like, yep, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I always start from the bottom where it says, great communicator, can breathe, works well with others, excellent at written and verbal communication. And then again, it gets more technical at top. I'm like, yep. Will not sponsor, but okay, whatever. So many great geologists right now sitting around doing nothing in Canada. Like we're talking 20, 25-year dudes. Could run circles around the young person, but you don't want us anymore. I get it. We're old. Old and decrepit. That's the way it is, folks. David Weinstein, 3rd place. Ooh. Liking this. Adam Carr. Okay, so what happened here, folks? Adam Carr is back with the other group. I wonder if Adam had a problem there. Something doesn't seem right there to me. So we had our front two. David Weinstein was working away by himself. Okay, he's been on this solo break by himself in 3rd place. 1st place in his age category. Then it was the group of 4 with Greenberg, who's now out the back, and Adam Carr. So Adam has been caught by the group of 4, who I thought Greenberg would have came up with. Guys, I'm just going to do one thing here. Scott and those guys, 4 kilometers still to go. Let's go check out the rest of the riders here because that's what I do. There's always battles going on back here. So we got Jeremy Belcher, Dave Garguillo, and Jason Mount. This is going to be an epic sprint at the finish. Someone was asking where's David Thompson? He's in 3rd place. When I hear the name David Thompson, I think about this whole part of the world I live in because out here there's schools named after a certain David Thompson. There's actually part of Alberta near the mountains, kind of in between Banff and Jasper, if you guys know that part of the world, right along the Rockies. That's called David Thompson country. David Thompson was a pretty famous explorer. He would be like, I can't remember the name. The name of the 2 dudes that explored across the West in the States. Is it Lewis or something? Can't remember now. But David Thompson would be the Canadian version of your American dudes that kind of explored the West. Like, oh, we discovered this mountain. Oh, there's this river here, blah, blah, blah. Isn't it something Lewis? Yeah, someone's going to correct me on that. You Americans should know this. But yeah, David Thompson, that name just, it's always in my head. So we've got David Thompson here and both a row, 13th and 14th place. We're going to bounce back to Eric Mitchell riding solo. Super J, also solo at this point, being pursued by Jason Drummond. These 2 are actually pretty close together. Brent, get it, dude. You're still in there, man. I love it. I'm going to be watching Brent next week in some time trial action. Team time trial action, folks. Look at this here. Great job, Brent. And I know Brent told me a few days ago, dude, I'm not riding because I feel sick. Brent, that was you, wasn't it? What are you doing here? Brent's in the mix at the Nationals, folks. Then we're bouncing back to Colin Ream. He's not that far back either. He's right there. I love seeing this. And what I really like to show here, folks, is when you look back, Some people watch it racing. It's kind of the thing, I'm a cyclist. Well, did you ever win the Tour de France? No, but, like, some of these guys back here are working hard. Just because they're further back. Here's Greg Abbott. So this is the guy that had the interview. I'm going to listen to today, Chris. Greg Abbott, next team. Jeff DeGuide and Travis Brunn at the Nationals, folks. That's what it's all about. I really want to see this bigger next year. There's so many guys that rode at the Echelon Series. Okay, folks. It's going to get super juicy right away. That's my word. That's my race word when it's going to get really fun. Scott Cantanzaro at the front with John Brune. These two are riding pedal stroke for pedal stroke here, folks. David Weinstein in third, first in his category. Don't forget that. That's the key thing here. He's actually in first place in his category. That's what he's racing for here. JJ Miller. And so Adam Carr was on the chase before. I wonder if Adam just kind of let off and said, I'm going to use these four behind to help me. But it's a 20-second gap now. I guess what he's got to think, if I was Adam right now, I'd be thinking, well, these four are going to decide to go after it pretty soon. They have to. Because one of these four wants to be on the podium. Gold and silver on the podium, they're already spoken for. These guys are going to have to start dialing it up. Let's just dial it up, folks. Get the pot on boil. Take it off simmer. And pull Adam Carr along. Let's see if that's going to happen. I'm not sure if that's what happened. And here goes Adam off the front again. Maybe he's saying, hey, man, I got to go. He's pushing hard again, folks. Let's get back to the front. We don't want to miss that. Catch up in the chat. See if I missed anything here. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow, folks. There's a lot of talking going on here. I love it. Elise was also a guest on the Virtual Velo podcast. Okay, I'm going to listen to that. I've just, you know what, guys? In the last 3-4 months, I've just kind of got back into... I kind of took a big break from podcasts. I used to listen to them when I had a job. I used to have an 1.5 hour drive to work each way. So 3 hours a day, I would podcast. And now when I'm at home, it's more just cycling, training, Discord chat with all the people that I know, live streaming. I kind of don't have much time for the podcast now, so it's kind of a nightly thing for me now. I got to listen to that. So was Duffy. Okay, so have to listen to that one too. Kyle, I don't know, man. Like, these guys are pretty... Oh, so Kyle rides a different platform. Kyle is a super good dude. Super good dude, folks. Okay, folks, I need to watch this now. Yeah, look at this. We're 1 kilometer to go here, folks. 1 kilometer to go. And look at this. John's gone on the attack. Can Scott react to this, folks? Scott's been pushing the front all day long. John's off the front, folks. John is on a mission here today, riders. Look at him go. So Kyle was asking, we have a series going on over on Ruby. It's called OMG. It's an abbreviation of 3 names. He was asking, could some of the top guys there hang here? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Some of these guys here are like the best of the best in the States. Pretty serious racing here. But good question, Kyle. And again, Kyle is a super cool dude. Finish line coming up, folks. John Brune has sprinted away for the win, folks. The finish line is right up around the corner. He's going to spin to the left here. You can see the finish line now. Let's just have a quick look back here. See Scott in the background. Scott's still working hard too. There's Scott right back there. Very little distance. Back on John. Prepare for the flash pots, folks. There we go. John Brune takes it. Awesome win, dude. Great job, Scott. I saw how much you attacked. I would give Combativity Award to Scott for this one, hands down. David Weinstein coming in third, but not third. Third, but not third, technically, folks, because this is going to be first place in his age category. Eric Hill chasing strong. Eric has broken away. He's pushing hard here. JJ Miller's chasing him, though. These are our 4 blue dudes. This is for third place on the podium, folks. Let's hang with David Weinstein. He's coming to the finish now. We're going to bounce back because there's going to be a big sprint here, folks. Eric Hill's holding on 6 watts a kilo all the way, folks. He's got 3 fast movers coming up on his 6. Eric Hill, stay on target. Red 5, stay on target, bro. Eric, just keep pushing, man. Match their numbers stroke for stroke. And this is yours. Third place bronze in the blue category. Andre Mateus coming next. JJ Miller. Yeah, awesome stuff. Awesome. JJ pushing out over 10 watts per kilo. Looks like JJ will get fourth, then Michael Brown, then Andre Mateus. Awesome finish, guys. Awesome finish there. Adam Carr coming next. Adam's just in chill mode now. I think he kind of blew himself up or just chasing so hard the whole time, trying to bridge up. So here comes Adam to the finish. Guys, I think what I might do, I might jump into the other class. How does everyone feel about that? Yeah, no, Kyle, I understand what you're saying. Dude, I don't know if they could compete here. These guys are like the elite of the elites. Guys, that's what I'm going to do. Let me jump in here. Adam Carr's finished. Brad Greenberg's coming in now. The rest of the crew. I want to see if I can catch any more action in the other class because people have been asking for it, and I think I know more of the dudes over there. So let's just have a look, folks. We'll go to the events. We want that 55 plus. This one here. This guy. Now, let's just see how competitive these guys are. So, the best of the best have just finished. And for the guys that are still riding, there was still another 13, 14 guys. I apologize for leaving, but I'm trying to cover both classes at once. Wow. Look at this, guys. So, those guys, this just shows you how fast these dudes are. Dave Henderson in first place. Joe Meyer, second place. Joe, awesome job. Martin Coffey got third. Dave Young in fourth. And actually, folks, if you look at this, 0.1 of a second between Dave Henderson and Joe Meyer here. 30:53.1. Joe Meyer, and I know Joe. He was in the very first race I covered for Echelon, and he made this stunning, awesome bridging attack. It was such a huge attack. It was so far. It was so long. He got to the front group. Sadly, he kind of faded away, but it was so awesome to cover a race move like that. Martin Coffey finished third at 31:17. So he would have been solo by himself. Dave Young, 31:41. Kevin Metcalf, 32:07. Joseph Paulson, Gregory Tafoya, Randall Warren, John Little. Then we got Jeffrey Morton, John Burton. Wow, look how many of these guys are done. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Like, these guys, okay, I'll have to go back and see. Did anyone check the times out? Like, wow. So this class was slightly smaller. Those winning times seem like they'll be very close to me. This Dave Henderson here. Joe Meyer in second place. I just wanted to... so Dominic Rossetto is finishing now. We still got a rider here, Steven Strader, out on course. Yeah, everyone else is done. So we've only got 2 riders left in this one. Let me just bounce back here for a second. Are you talking about the team OMG? Now, OMG is an abbreviation of 3 teams over on the Ruby platform. They're doing like a virtual world tour right now. So guys, I think the guys in the 55 plus category there almost at the same race times as the other classes. I'm pretty sure about that. What I'm going to do here, folks, just in case I missed anyone, I think we can jump out of that. There's only 1 rider left on course. Let's just see. So this class here, we've already done that, the 35 to 44. Actually, that race is probably still ongoing. Then we've got the 55 plus. They all seem to be done now. What was that one? That popped up for me. Okay, I think another one popped up. That's the elite. Oh, I see what's going on here. So if I click in that one, that's the elites. So you can see here, that's tomorrow. That's not me, folks. What I'll do, I'm going to go back to 35. So, I don't know. I didn't see any 65 plus. That's not what I want. This one. I know there's still a couple of riders on course. I want to make sure we see them finish. They might all be done by now. If so, folks, thanks for joining me today. Again, my name's Colin, Inside Cycling World. Hey, call me. Call me right here. I can leave my phone number in the chat if you'd like. Let's use all. So we got Bo down here. Jason Drummond. Ooh, check this out, folks. Check this out. Super J. So I'm glad we came back, folks. We got 14 riders done. We still have competitors out here. And I do stick around for folks. I'm not just here to watch 1, 2, 3, the best of the best, because these guys are getting it. Brent told me, I think he told me as of Thursday that he was sick. So we got Super J here, Jason Drummond, and Brent Sensenik. 2 red riders, 1 blue rider. They're all going to sprint for the finish, folks. Greg Abbott's a little further back. We got Jeff DeGuide and Travis Brunn. These guys here, 600 meters ago, they're going to take a left-hand bend and slowly start curling around towards that little cul-de-sac turn. Back on the Dr. Pepper. After this, I'm stepping outside. I'm going to start getting the firewood. At these kind of temperatures, my wood-burning stove goes on and it does not go off. I basically get up. I tend to go to bed early because I get up so early. If I roll into bed at 9:30, I'll stoke the fire. 2 a.m., I get up and put a couple more logs in. That gets me through till my 4 o'clock wake up. There's no way an electric heater can do it. Joey's like, oh, wake up, let's just turn the electric heater up. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Boom. Jason Drummond off the front. I saw 13 watts. Super J hit 15.5. Brent hit 16.4 watts per kilo. Brent, yes. Sick or not sick, he's got the flu, and he just dropped 16.4 watts per kilo, folks. Awesome stuff. Great job, Brent. Yep. Here's Brent. Looking sharp. Awesome stuff, dude. Great stuff. Always love chatting with people. How do I put this? Maybe I'll give you extra spotlights if you chat with me. How about that? And I'm just only saying that because Brent has reached out to me. I've talked with him a few times. Actually chat with him quite a bit now. Jason Drummond there. So let's hang out with Colin here. Colin is only 500 meters to the finish. Finishing at over 3 watts per kilo here. Looking good. The other guys that just finished are just on his left-hand side there. Colin Ream coming in next. So yeah, I always figure if riders, and if I say dudes, I think I've told everyone here before, dudes is everyone. If you're a lady, you're a dude. I just say dudes. Yeah, if you reach out and you want to share some information with me about yourself, your racing background, I'll remember that stuff and I can use it in the race broadcast to kind of spice things up a little bit. Make it extra juicy. So Colin Ream here coming in, 19th overall. Still got Greg Abbott out there. Greg's a couple of kilometers out. Let's just hang with Greg for a little bit, see what's going on in the chat. Okay, folks. Wow. Oh, Kevin Metcalf is 60 plus. I did see that name over on the other one. Sorry about that. Let me just back up here, guys. Let's go, Jay. We'll go. So I think people were cheering for JJ here, maybe. Oh, Cy Bradley, job done. Super nice bloke. Jay Bruin, pleased for him. Yeah. Yeah, John Bruin did awesome. Yep, so BJ, I did flick over to the results there on the other one. Kevin, I did see Kevin Metcalf there too. Yeah, Joe's Guitar Shop. Awesome, dude. Dude, you were 0.1 of a second. 0.1 of a second from being the USA Esports. Dude, I don't even want to say it like that. That's like one of those so close yet so far things, right? Dude, you were right there. Yeah, tomorrow, dude, I'm going to watch tomorrow's races. I'll have to check the schedule, see when they're at. Virtual Velo, Chris, thank you very much for watching, Chris. I really appreciate it. Love the podcast. We'll continue to use them to fall asleep at night. I mean that in the best way possible. You know what I usually do? When I'm doing my animal chores, we have some goats and pigs and donkeys and all that kind of stuff. That's when I do my real podcast listening. At night, it's so that I don't hear my own heart beating at night. I'm that person that when I lay in bed, I can hear my heart beating. So I put something on for a podcast, and lately it's just been cycling podcasts. Then I wake up and I'm like, oh, I missed 3 episodes. Yeah, so that's why I'll be listening to them. So you did 35 plus and 50 plus, but I skipped 45 plus. I did? Okay, Kyle, see you later, man. Thanks for watching. Katie Bennett, great coverage and commenting. Thank you so much for watching, Katie. That was 55. I need 45. Okay, dude, let me see if I can do that. I just don't know if they had that separate. They might have been lumped together. They did lump some race groups together. I'll tell you what they lumped together here. Let me just see. I don't know if I have it handy. I thought, yeah, I think it all got changed on us. So if you look here, it's ladies. Okay, that's 35 to 44. You want 45 plus. Oh, no. Okay, here's 45 to 54. I thought I looked at this. Could be wrong. We'll have a look. I got time. Back to Hadariot. And it is a real world place, folks. Okay, Douglas. Oh, dude, you're right. I wasn't here. I apologize. Neil Fry at first place, 45.29. Michael Gorton Moeller. That's a name. That's got to be a Dutchy name, right? Don't you think? Richard Mason Roca. Okay, H1 was talking about that earlier. That's one of his teammates. Paul Langerman, Kevin Hodges. Okay, I do know Scott Cunningham. That's the name I know. Bryant Kelly I've seen before. Probably at the Echelon races. Then we've got Chris Evans, Christoph Fizita, maybe? Carl Norris. There's Brian Kellison there in 11th place. Wow. Here's Brian Kellison. So Brian Kellison, he is on the Spincast podcast as well. I know he showed up for one of the Echelon races. I think it was stage 4. And I think it was Dave Garguillo telling me in the YouTube chat, he says, Brian Kellison is just going for a social ride here. Was he being social? I mean, he wasn't at the front trying to take points away from the dudes that had been in the entire series. He had to compete in the Nationals. You had to qualify by doing at least one Echelon race series races. So some guys are just showing up for one and done. They're qualified for Nationals. You don't want to be that dude that's really, really good, show up for one and win, and potentially mess with the series standings, I guess. So Brian Kellison gets 11th. Dominic Barnes in 12th. And so I think right now all we have left on course is Douglas Hackleton here. So I'll explain what happened there. Sometimes when you go into the events, I'll show you when we're done here, because we're going to be done right away. You'll click on the event, it'll switch to another one. They're kind of like almost like flipping. So every time I go in, I never saw this age category. So yeah, this is 45 to 54. So you're right, I did miss this chunk here. So I went from 35 to 44, I believe, and then I went to 55 and on. With I think that's where Kevin Metcalf was. So Douglas Hackleton here, it should light up. He gets 13th, and that's all we have on course. Great job. So just want to show you this here. And actually, it may not even show now. It may be gone. Back to the main menu. So if you go to events, they might be over. But so you can see I'm on the little third bubble on the bottom. If I click on that, that's 45 to 54. I'm going to stay on it. I'm going to click on it again. Now it's 35 to 44. I'm going to stay on the third little bubble on the bottom. I'm going to click on it again. Back to 45 to 54. You see what I'm saying? Okay, it kind of like just changes. Okay, now it's staying the same. Let's go to the next one. This is 45 to 54, although the one before was, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyways, folks, that's how I missed that. Did the best I could. If I had some more resources behind me, maybe some support, we could do a lot better than this. Just going to read the chat here quick. Yes, Joe. Hey, Joe. Awesome job, dude. Awesome job. And I've known Joe long enough, I got to say, I'm proud of him. I saw him in the very first race, the California, it was the Golden Gate Bridge race. Golden Gate Bridge race. And I've chatted with Joe a lot, and he's always jumping into my stream now. So, Joe, awesome, dude. Awesome. Okay, so BJ, that's the best I could do there. I kind of jumped into that one late. You can see what I mean by the menus and the events keep changing. Jacques Rusinik here, Canadian boy. Good stuff once again on the mic. Colin Emerson, if you're up at 4 a.m., might as well hop on. Dude, I know. Well, I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm not allowed to touch Sunday Race Club. That's already, someone else is already doing that. But yeah, I do. I'll be putting a log on the fire at 2 a.m. just so I can get through. I go right back to sleep. Kit up and race. Dude, I wish I could. I could race Cat 6, maybe Cat 5 on a good day. I believe Kevin Metcalf won the 60 plus. David Thompson. Okay, what is this? Kev Stevens saying DT 13th, less the age group Psy. Okay, what does that mean? I'm not really sure. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. That's 2 streams I've done today already. Now I need to go ride my bike. But first, get the fire going. And then pray the power doesn't go out, because here's the deal. If the power goes out, obviously you got no electricity. And then you have no furnace fan that's going to blow said heat around the house. That's why I have this gigantic wood-burning stove that will keep this house warm at minus 50. The one end will feel like a sauna. The other end might get cool, but it'll still be good. The problem with the power being out, this is my biggest fear when it gets cold, I have a water well house. The pipes that are exposed need electricity to keep them warm. The power goes out, that water freezes. So I got to start thinking about what I'm going to do there. No water. I can live without power. I cannot live without water. It's super hard. Anyway, riders, I could just talk for another hour straight if you wanted me to. If you need any life stories, yeah, just reach out to me. We'll talk soon. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I guess USA National Committee, whoever you are, thank you for letting me do this. I hope I added some excitement to the racing. If anyone wants me to do some commentary for them, just reach out and maybe we can get that going on, folks. Anyways, riders, call on Inside Cycling World. See you again real soon.